The Election Channel.
The Election Secretariat has decided to hold elections for the remaining 25 local government bodies, including the Colombo Municipal Council. Accordingly, nominations will be called from the 18th to the 25th of this month for 23 of these local government bodies. A spokesperson for the Election Secretariat added that nominations have already been called for 2 local government bodies.
Nominations will be accepted from the 18th to the 25th of this month. Elections will either be held on or before the 17th of October. We will take all necessary measures to hold this election in a free and fair manner based on the powers vested in us by the Constitution, with the support of the security forces, political parties, civil societies and voters. Nominations were called for the Pudukurirupu and Muhudabadapattu Pradeshiya Sabhas in the Multiv district. However, elections were not held for these local government bodies owing to landmines. Accordingly, elections will be held across 14 districts to appoint members to 17 municipal councils, 1 urban council and 7 Pradeshiya Sabhas. In the Colombo district, elections will be held for 6 local government bodies, while elections will be held for 2 local government bodies in the Gampahat district. Meanwhile, elections will also be held for 3 local government bodies in the Kandy district, while voters will be able to exercise their franchise to elect members to 1 local government body in the Matale district. Elections will be held to elect members to a local government body each in the Nuwara, Galle, Mathura, Ampara, Kurunegala, Anuradhapura, Badulla and Ratnapura districts. Members, meanwhile, will be elected to 3 local government bodies in the Hambantota district. Incidentally, special attention has been focused on the Colombo Municipal Council, which was reinstated yesterday. Independent Group 3, which contested the May 20th election in 2006 under the spectacle symbol, secured 23 seats. The United People's Freedom Alliance secured 17 seats at this election. Uwavis Mohammed was appointed as the mayor of the CMC subsequent to this election. However, citing financial and administrative irregularities, the CMC was suspended on the 29th of October 2008. Subsequently, H. Sumatipala and Badrani Jawadana served as the 2 competent authorities of the CMC until the 10th of July 2009. Omar Kamil was subsequently appointed to the post on the 21st of June 2010. Since the 22nd of June 2010, Omar Kamil was appointed as the Special Commissioner of the CMC. The CMC, which was governed by a Special Commissioner since then, was reinstated yesterday with the publication of a Gazette notification. The Colombo Municipal Council is being governed under the supervision of a Special Commissioner, and this is Omar Kamil. CMC is being reinstated with the completion of Omar Kamil's term. The CMC will be governed by the Commissioner until the convening of the CMC. We inquired about the views of political party representatives regarding the upcoming election for 25 local government bodies, including the CMC. Under the guise of removing shanties, they removed houses. This was all done to change the composition of those who support the government. They wanted to create a good voter foundation for the CMC. However, we will prove them wrong at this election. In order to achieve petty political gains, the government is holding elections in phases. We hope that the people will reject this. On the other hand, we will contest this election as the government has decided to hold an election. We were geared up for this election for some time now.
The Election Channel.
Coming up on the news tonight, ministerial meeting on increasing and sustaining immunization in Southeast Asia held in India. UN condemns government crackdown on protesters in Syria. Sri Lanka and Australia practice for the upcoming 2020 series.
Now, all of those stories are coming up later on in the bulletin, but still in local news. In the recent past, we have received reports of various individuals who terrorize areas in the country. Today, we bring you a report where the police had to suffer due to such an individual.
Residents of the Eragam area in Ampara were able to capture an individual who was roaming the countryside, terrorizing the people. The villagers later handed over this individual to the Eragama police checkpoint. Later, the villagers had requested that the suspect be handed over to them, and the police refused to oblige. A tense situation arose as a result of this, and the villagers attacked the police checkpoint with stones. Police officers from the Ampara and Damana police stations rushed to the aid of their colleagues who were under attack. 5 police officers, including the officer in charge of the Damana police station, Inspector Lalith De Silva, suffered injuries in the clash. They were admitted to the Ampara hospital for treatment. A high-ranking police officer noted that the suspect who was handed over to the police has been identified as an individual who is receiving treatment for a mental condition. As a police department, we clearly state that there are no demons or spirits. These are things that are being done to fulfill the selfish needs of various people. Now you can see that these things are sometimes organized. These actions are being carried out by people close to you or individuals who have a grudge against you. Do not be fooled by such things. People are attempting to take undue advantage of this. If you experience such an incident, call the nearest police station or call 119. We are there to provide you with security 24 hours of the day.
A protest was staged opposite the Ministry of Higher Education this afternoon, demanding that salary anomalies of university non-academic staff be removed. This was organized by the Inter-University Trade Union Federation.
The non-academic staff of the university is requested to solve their salary anomalies and other issues pertaining to their work. Earlier, the university lecturers engaged in a trade union action and steps were taken to suspend it following an agreement that was reached. The non-academic staff of the universities pointed out that it is not fair to solve the salary issue of one particular group.
The universities cannot function by granting salary hikes to one section alone. The non-academic staff, administrative officers as well as other staff members assist to create a graduate. At present, a salary issue has arisen within the entire university system. There are areas of 50% that should be given since 2006. We are staging the protest, requesting that amount.
The protest that was staged during the lunch break ended peacefully.
When inquired, Secretary to the Ministry of Higher Education, Dr. Sunil Jayant Navaratna, said that they held a discussion with the non-academic staff this evening. He noted that a time period until the 10th had been given to provide a solution to the issue.
Still in local news, co-deputy leader of the United National Party, Sajid Premadas, says that he is ready to provide leadership on the journey towards a unified country. He made the statement at a function held in Hambantota today.
A monetary donation was made by parliamentarian Sajid Premadasa for the renovation of a mosque in the Sittukulam area in Hambantota. The current policies in the country aim to create strife within our society and tear it apart. I would like to state at this occasion that Sajid Premadasa is ready to provide leadership on the journey to create a country which is free of divisions between various religions and nationalities, as well as a nation in which we can live in unity as brothers and sisters.
Minister Jagat Pushpakumara, who attended a ceremony to declare open an electricity project in the Herat Kedra area in Vagama Bibila, shared these views about the opposition.
The opposition is losing every election that is being held. What has happened to the leader of the opposition? Recently, Sajid Premadasa emerged, leaving aside Ranil Wickramasinghe. Now Sajid Premadasa is saying that he invited Karujai Surya to take the leadership. Today they are fighting like fighting cocks for the leadership of the party.
Yet another media workshop organized by News First was held at the Deyandara Katyape Mahavidyalaya in Mathura today. This series of media workshops was being organized with the aim of honing the media literacy of students.
The News Fest team visited the Deyandra Katiyape Mahavidyalaya this morning while the school was celebrating its centenary anniversary. Students were able to receive a novel experience by actively taking part in activities conducted by the News Fest team.
News First always stood with us. They are the ones who are carrying out a great service for the future of the children.
We gain knowledge on how to engage in effective communication. An effective workshop was conducted by organizing practical activities that will hone the communication talents. I would like to thank the News First team on behalf of the school.
A lot of knowledge pertaining to media was gained at the occasion. I believe that there will be an opportunity to get connected with media institutions in the future. I think Sirsa is carrying out a yeoman task.
News First, along with Eslon, donated a water tank to develop the drinking water facility in the school. Students presented a souvenir to News First in appreciation of the service rendered by them. Meanwhile, an exhibition that was organized concurrent to the centenary anniversary of the Deyandra Katiyape Mahavidyalaya in Mathura was declared open today by Deputy Minister of Economic Development Lakshmanyapa Abewardhana.
Celebrating 100 years in a school is something very important. A centenary anniversary can be celebrated once in a lifetime. I would like to pay my gratitude for the commitment made by the principal as well as these students. Furthermore, I would like to pay my gratitude to Sirsa for organizing such a workshop in the morning and uplifting the talents of these students.
The exhibition, which consists of talents showcased by students in various fields including education and sports, will be on display for 5 days commencing today.
An interim injunction was issued on journalist Upul Joseph Fernando, who compiles the Guruda Vigrahaya published in the Lankadeepa newspaper, prohibiting the use of the logo used in the Guruda Vigrahaya from being used for corporate or private purposes. Colombo Commercial High Court Judge P.J. Amrasekar issued this order based on a petition filed by Vijay Publications.
The petition requested that the order issued be effective until the case filed regarding the ban is heard. Accordingly, the court issued notice on Upul Joseph Fernando to be present in court on the 18th of August. Court also ordered the complainant to make a deposit of 50,000 rupees in order to implement this order. The case was filed under the Intellectual Property Act and the order was issued ex parte.
I have written my Guruda Vigrahaya article for the newspaper for a period of 19 years. Through a recent article that was written by me, I criticized the role played by Ranil Wickramasinghe as the opposition leader. This paper did not publish this. This problem has arisen in this regard. This paper, which did not publish this, subsequently published this article in the name of another journalist. They have gone to court seeking an interim injunction order against me, stating that I cannot write the Guruda Vigrahaya. So I will produce facts before court about my right with regard to the Guruda Vigrahaya.
Mount Lavinia Chief Magistrate Nirosha Fernando ordered the suspect in connection with the assassination of veteran journalist Lasantha Wickramatunge to be further remanded until the 18th of this month. The order was given when the case was taken up for the 51st time today. The Terrorist Investigation Department, while submitting a report to court, stated that further investigations are being carried out into the 5 SIMs that were held under the suspect's name.